This is your astrological forecast for Wednesday, May the 19th. Let's get started by becoming centered and aligned and connected to our higher selves by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Good. Second breath. On this second breath, we're releasing all disease, toxicity, and negativity from our emotional astral bodies. Good. One more. On this third breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the negativity, all the disease, all the toxicity. It's all leaving our body. It's all flowing out to wherever it came from, and it's being replaced by this beautiful white light that not only fills our entire body, but it goes out and forms a protective bubble of white light around us. And this bubble is deflecting all evil, all low vibration, all negativity right back to where it came from. We want to start each day this way, each day balanced, aligned, and connected to our higher self. Let's make a challenge for ourselves to do this every morning when we get up. Well, it's Wednesday. It's a crazy week. We are dazed and confused. Today, the moon is still in Leo as we start the day. We are really kind of feeling the need to be appreciated and thanked. That may or may not be happening for us this week. So if we find ourselves becoming very negative, very jealous, very just disappointed, just make a note that is us not getting our needs met. Understand what that is, so we can look at it objectively. So that's happening today. The moon is in Leo. While the moon is in Leo today, I talked last Sunday about a moon T-square. Now, usually we don't pay attention to the moon and what it does, but she's setting up for a very difficult relationship between planets today. It's called a T-square, and what a T-square is the moon and Jupiter are 180 degrees apart today. And then you have the sun in Taurus, that's 90 degrees, cutting this 180 degrees relationship right in half. So what it is, it just sets up conflict with all this energy. That's what a T-square is. And since we do have a T-square, we do want to mention the moon and what that looks like for us today. I did mention this before, is that our plans of moving forward, we were thinking that we were getting somewhere with our plans, whether that was maybe a new idea at work, maybe doing a new way of doing something in the home, maybe working something out with our partner. We were making progress, but today the other is very suspicious. That moon energy is very suspicious, very wanting to hang on to the way we've always done it. Not real likely to want to change today, to try something new, to try that new idea that we have. Be aware, be careful that during this energy, there is a tendency of the other, because of their own issues and their projections, and they're holding on to the old ways. They might tend to be deceitful. They might try to manipulate or control us today. So just be aware of that too, and make sure that while we are honoring of the other and their perspective, we don't compromise ourselves just to make everything look like it's okay. So be aware of that today. We do have a moon void of course today. That is when the moon goes from Leo to Virgo, there's a little bit of a dead space in there. I always like to advise that we don't start any new projects or sign any contracts during this moon void, of course. And today that time is going from 12:13 p.m. until 2 p.m. This is Eastern Daylight Time. It's not that long of a period, but if we don't have to start anything or sign any contracts, we would prefer that we don't do that. The reason is there is no energy during this period to propel that idea forward. So it kind of just sits there and doesn't go anywhere. Then at 2 p.m., the moon does go into Virgo. And so now, we have everyone giving us kickback on our ideas, but we're like, okay, we see it. We have the opportunity today to see it a little differently. We see the kickback. We see how the other is not working with us, not coming to consensus, not compromising us. And we're like, okay, let me look at the details. Let me look at things again. Let me go through everything again that I've been working on. And instead of feeling frustrated with this little challenge we have today, it's more like, I'm going to figure it out, man. I'm going to figure this out. So you can do nothing else but say, okay, that's the greatest idea ever. So that's kind of where our focus is today. We're not so much like, oh, well, we're going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm so tired of working on this. I've been working on it for months and you still won't go along with it. No, it's just a little challenge. So we're going to go back. We're going to look at it again. We're going to see how we can make this idea go forward. What do we need to do? So think about that today as we go through our Wednesday. Don't forget the moon is void, of course, from, 12:15 about to 2 p.m. Remember that we have this T-square today. So there is a lot of suspicion about our ideas, especially if they're new and non-traditional. There's going to be a lot of kickback on that today. If we can figure out how to make that work, how to push that idea through, give it a try. So it is a challenging week. The energies are a little conflicting, but once you know what the energy is that you're working with, then you can figure out how to make it work for you, right? So today, instead of coming at and being confrontative and argumentative, we know the energy. We know that there just isn't receptivity for our idea today. So we are going to wait until another day or try to figure out how to make it work so that we do get buy-in on it. We do get ownership. Okay. All right, advice for the day. Surrendering to the journey. We started off today, we were centered with our higher self, and we have to remember that we know we have those people out there today, they're trying to manipulate and control, but we know that we don't need to do this. We surrendered to our higher self, to the direction and the guidance of our higher self. And the way that we do that, especially with Jupiter and Pisces, the energy is so compatible to develop and grow that relationship with our higher self. We are going to focus on that and not be combative and confrontative today, just because, right now, where's that card? There we go. Right now, that idea is just not working. Distant thunder. I don't know how distant it is today because we got people out there who do not like what we got going on. And they are presenting us with obstacles and challenges to try to get our idea through, whether that be trying to balance our relationship or try to promote an idea at work, or maybe try to get a promotion at work, whatever it is. Lots of kickback, but you know what? Like I said earlier, today it's not so much that we just say, oh, the hell with it, forget it. No, today we're looking at it like a challenge. So we're aware of it, we are conscious of it, and now we can work with that energy. Narrow pathway. Yeah, well, we know that too. How are we going to figure out? How are we going to get this idea accepted? So we work with that Virgo moon this afternoon. We get back to the fine details. We really take another look at everything. I'm getting all excited. We really take another look at everything and see what little adjustments, maybe we missed something. What can we do to make this idea work for everyone, to have it accepted? So that's where we'll think. And if we can't, we're not going to force it. We're going to remain in the space of love, abundance, and gratitude. And we're going to also remember today that if we need to, we'll take a time out and do those 3 deep cleansing breaths so that we don't get our balance upset and we can stay harmonized and aligned. Make it a great Wednesday. Please come see me at Soul Sister Cat on Facebook. I do daily inspirational messages there and memes. Man, I have the hardest time saying that. If you liked what you see today, please like, subscribe, and share. That would really help me out. I am doing daily astrological forecasts, except for Saturday, and then a weekly astrological forecast on Sunday. Make it a great Wednesday. Remember, everyone, life is lived from the inside out. Namaste.